Hello, welcome to this video. Like the server shutting down like 15 minutes. So I think something we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to the Jitterbait Trade Hub, right? All items, go to Jitterbait Trade Hub, set destination there. We could we could take our Mirror in there. Take our Mirror in there. Should we come back and get our Vexor or something? Should we just bring everything here? Not 100% sure yet. It's just I'm not sure if I want to be flying this big ship anymore, right? Something I wanted to do was get back into the smaller ships. If we get into the smaller ships, then we could just go do some smaller things for a bit. So something we could do, right, is career agents. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 sets of career agents. So there's 4 different factions. Each different faction has 3 sets of career agents. And you could do all 12 sets of career agents if you want. So I think the main thing that you would get out of it is just that you would get a faction static increase, right? You just get a faction static increase for whoever you did the career agents for. Plus you get a positive drive statics, right? So if we did career agents for Caldari, we'd get statics for Caldari plus Amar a little bit. And it would go down for Galante and Minimatar. The statics for those factions would go down, actually. So we'd have to go to the career agents in those people's place and do submissions for them in that area. But I think that's something to do, right? Are we docking at the station? There we go, we're warping out. But that's something to do, I guess. Go through, complete all the career agents, then all the career agents are done. That's just something you do one time per account. And then maybe, even if we trade the connection skill up, maybe they'll all even be near level 3 rating, right? If they're all near level 3 rating, then we might not even have to do level 2 missions for them. Although level 2 missions are alright, right? Maybe eventually we'll get a sub ship and then try to farm level 2 missions or something. Some type of series like that, right? Or like, or some type of thing to figure out what is this value? Is it even worth it? Probably not. Probably not even worth doing level 1 and level 2 security as soon as you unlock, level 3 security? I'm sure once we unlock level 4 security, I'm sure once we unlock level 4 security, there probably wouldn't be any reason to run level 3 security. Except that they're going to be difficult, right? Maybe we're supposed to just stick to the easy, simple missions. So now we're 0 kilometers, so we should be docking, right? Here we go. So we actually have to get within 0 kilometers. So it could be dangerous if you're in the Jeddah area. If you're trying to transport something, you're trying to go there, someone scans your ship, see you're carrying it, see you're not instantly docking, then they take everything from you. They could have blown us to take up our tractor unit or something. So we probably have some ships here, right? So we don't have a Tristan. So the thing that we want is if we want to run a career agents, we want to get some type of frigate, right? Frigates would be the fastest. Frigates would be the fastest. Destroyers do a little bit of damage, but the Tristan should be alright, right? How many drones could it do? It can send 5 drones. Yeah, it can send all 5 drones. So we just get the Tristan, get 5 Tech 2 Hobgoblins in it. It has extra slots to wear things, right? So we could do the, we could have the core probe launcher up here, and we could have like the relic data analyzer to do the exploration missions. I'm not sure we could do all the career agents up to the final mission. We could do all the career agents up to the final mission. That'll take a little bit. Then it's just the last one to do. They don't expire. If we were to maybe save them, this thing would take like 4 days and 4 hours to train though. I don't know if it's worth it. So are we ever going to trade this up to level 5? 4 days and 4 hours. I mean, there's so many better things to do, right? But if we get this, I guess it's out of the way. 4 days, 4 hours. Seems like so long. When you think about it. So server shuts down in 11 minutes. Let's just buy that ship, right? Go to the ship tree, go to Galante. Research for frigates. We're going to buy the Tristan. So this would be like the drone frigate. Pretty much the frigate you want to fly if you're using drones. So you can just buy one here. So this ship even should be able to take out the last mission. I know that we almost, well, yeah, we did the last mission as the Tristan without the extra drone range. They just had a 35-kilometer drone range. Well, I guess they still would have 35-kilometer drone range, right? We haven't even upgraded that ability beyond that. They're still 35 kilometers. That's alright. Something we'd have to do is just fit some things. I think they're going to give us most of the things over there. But I think since we already have the career agents things, right, we could throw this probe launcher. And actually, for the exploration one, I'm pretty sure that we can actually go and complete all three of them, and then just turn them all in at once, right? I don't think that we even need to turn them all in like that, right? So not sure if we need any guns on the ship, right? We need to worry about getting stuff over here, right? I think that we need a afterburner. So if we go to mid slots in our bank, maybe we have a micro propellant, 5mm micro arm drive. Here we go. So if we put this thing on, it's gonna take a lot of our CPU and a lot of our power grid, so we can't use things. But we could move really quick. 2,200 1mm afterburner, 2,100, or we could just move 787. I guess 787 is quite a bit, right? We'll just go with this afterburner thing, micro warp drive. Most of our damage is actually going to be coming from the drones themselves, right? I think we have drones here. Maybe we need to buy some more hobgoblins. Maybe we need to buy some more. Oh, drones. Tech 2 drones. We got a bunch of money from running those security missions, right? So I'm not sure how many do we need. Are they going to kill our drones or something? I think we only have room for like 10 or something. I don't think we're going to be salvaging anything. We got like 5 drones. 5 salvage things? That doesn't make any sense. There's no point to salvage them. So we won't worry about that. But if we go to the inventory hanger, we should have some hobgoblin 2s here. Yeah, you can't really hold too much more than that, right? We'll just buy a couple more of them just in case they get blown up or something. Yeah, so we can hold 8 of them, right? So this thing could hold 8 Tech 2 Hobgoblin drones. That's alright. And now we need to figure out what it does. So we're ready to do like a 79.6 DPS. That's more than enough DPS to take everything else. So I think the ammo is actually where these core probe scanners are, right? Maybe we need like maybe we don't need some of the inventory. We need to figure out something to put in the bottom slots, right? So I think that we just need. We could even add some other weird things. We can do whatever we want. Drone damage amplifier, right? Drone damage amplifier 2. Requirements. We could use this thing. Increases drone damage by 20%. Compared to increase their damage by 15%, right? But the price goes up considerably. I don't know if it really matters too much at this point, though, right? I think the requirements goes up too, right? 86.25, 89.25. So just a little bit more thing. 95.9 DPS, 91. Maybe we'll just buy it. We'll just fly around in an expensive 10 million ship, but I don't think we should, right? Just our drones are what's making it expensive. I mean, it's like barely any damage difference, right? We'll just get the Tech 1 things. Drone damage amplifier. See if we can fit this. This will just allow our drones to do a bit more damage. I wonder if we could get that speed thing, right? Does this thing increase drone speed? Attributes, traits, drone, hit points, and tracking speed. So we have that. Where'd it go? Should be in our item hanger. Here it is. Drone damage. Then maybe we just get a damage control, right? Maybe we have damage control in the bank. No, we don't. So let's just try to buy that. I don't think we need a damage control for anything, right? I don't actually know if we need it. Maybe we just get a more way to get propulsion or something, right? So it'd just be with these things. These would give us more maneuverability, more acceleration, more turning speed, faster warp time, right? Higher top speed, 2,500. So that works. We still have lots of power grid, lots of CPU. How much time do we have left? 6 minutes. So you have to figure out something to put in these slots. I wonder if we should have a armor repair or something. We don't even have an armor repair. Maybe we should just get an armor repair just in case something happens. But then it would just make more sense to just get like a armor, right? You really just don't take too much damage in these early missions. I don't think. Armor plates, 200 millimeter. Can we put 100 or 200 on it? Oh, let's remove this thing, right? Remove one of them. Yeah, we go with the 200 probably. But then we wouldn't be able to have any guns. I think that we need mining lasers. So with that thing, that would just double our defense. That's it. So I don't think we worry about it. We're just doing career agents. I don't think we need it. I don't really think any of the missions are going to be difficult, right? As long as we can stay alive. We'll have to figure it out. There's so many things to figure out for the ship. I think we're going to do that, though. I think if we just buy this thing... I think we're supposed to use the 100 millimeter plates, though. Let's buy this. This should help us. That should be enough. Just doubling our defense. Maybe we'll just get something like that. So you can put like anything on our ship. This is just what we put on our ship. So we need to figure out something to put in here. That's going to be like the relic and data analyzer, right? So if we even have it here, right? Here's the data analyzer. Here's the relic analyzer. Data relics. We're going to be putting things at those spots. And at the top, we're probably going to have to go mining, right? High slot. So if we get civilian miners, 65 CPU units, but only 35 are available. So we don't have enough CPU to put the miner on. So I guess that's something we have to worry about. We won't have enough CPU for the miner without deactivate this. So I think we're not going to worry about the micro warp drive, right? Maybe this thing goes fast enough just with the afterburner. This will just allow us to equip more things, right? Oh no, we still can't use it. Because we know that the regular miner requires less to actually equip it, right? So the miner is like 65 power to equip it, and the regular miner is like 60 to equip it. Oh no, we still can't use it. We still need more. I wonder if this ship's not going to work for doing the career agents or not. We just can't fit anything, right? Because we need a mining laser to do the mining missions. We need a mining laser on the ship to do the mining missions. We need this to do the other ones. And we do need propulsion, right? I'm not 100% sure. Do these take up a lot? Oh, I guess these things take up a lot, right? If we're not using those things, then we have more power up here. So I'm not sure if we have enough power to get 2 miners, right? We need like 60, yeah. Let's just use 1 civilian miner or something. Let's use 1 civilian miner. So what? We couldn't deactivate anything. Maybe these plates take up a lot? We could add something to the bottom. The only reason to do this is just to make the mining missions quicker. That's it. Wonder if this thing takes a lot of CPU. 76. Maybe we don't need this drone damage augmenter, right? Maybe this is meant for bigger ships or something. So we take that off. That would free up a bunch of spots, right? 65, but only 61's available. So we're actually almost there. So let's just go with the low slot. We'll get the damage control, right? Damage control, just in case something. It doesn't even require too much to fit, right? Damage control is like best in slot, and I don't think, yeah, 125. Maybe it does take a little bit to fit it. Maybe it does take a bit. So how much does this one take? I think this one's less, right? 15. I guess damage control does take up quite a bit. Yeah, we couldn't even activate 2 miners like that. 2 civilian miners. We're going to have to take these out of here. Shuts down in 1 minute, right? So I think we're going to come back after the server shuts down. We're going to pause the video, come back, see if we can fit everything on here, right? So it's just the damage control actually takes a lot. So we almost fit everything. We could add more modules to the bottom to make it easier to fit stuff, right? So what do we need? We need a CPU, right? So you can put something on the bottom to increase our CPU. So we just need this. Electronics. 40 seconds. So we need engineering, right? Auxiliary power core. No, that increases the power. Is that right? That increases power grid. So these things actually increase the CPU? 74, 79, 77. I thought these increased the power grid. They do. How did we increase the CPU? It was that CPU chip, that's right. So those are all power, I guess. There's no CPU chip here. There's supposed to be something. Hollowed armor. There's supposed to be something to increase your CPU at this spot. It's just out 9 seconds. So we're going to have to figure it out when we come back then. We don't see the chip. Electronics and sensor upgrades. Here it is. Coprocessor. We're going to have to buy this when we come back. Alright, we're back. So the server's back up, right? All we get today is just a destroyer skill book. So that's nothing really, right? It's just going to give us the skill book to fly the destroyer that we already know, I'm pretty sure. So this thing's not going to help us. But what does help us is this 25,000 skill points on this day, actually, right? If we go to claim, it should give us 25,000 skill points. So the 8th day, we get 25,000 points. Then we just have to redeem them, and we're working towards 50,000 skill points. So you can see as we progress through the skill tree, or as the progress through the rewards tree, they're going to be giving us extra skill points to spend to speed up our training. Which I believe after we get this first daily start gifts for the first, they actually start giving us different rewards, right? They'll start giving us different rewards and a different amount of skill points. I think it's like 100,000 skill points they give you. But basically, all this skill training, they give you so many ways to speed it up, right? So we're going to have to log on to our all characters. We're going to have to do our dailies with them. We're going to do that tomorrow, though, right? We're just going to set this up, get this ship set up, log on tomorrow, do our dailies. Or we might do our dailies tonight, right? It's just log on to the characters. Log on to them, checking their industry, and then do the skilling spree. Yeah, kill one NPC, so it's another skilling spree. So all you have to do is kill an NPC on them. So we were in the station, fitting this ship, and then the server shut down. So let's go here. We're looking at the low slots at co-processor units, right? This thing was going to give us more power grid, CPU. Barely gives us any CPU. Is it going to give a percentage based? 8%. So that won't even actually help us, right? We're not going to have these equipped. 6.5, it won't allow us to have that equipped. If we disable that, we can equip all of those things. So it's just this damage control. If we enable this, that still doesn't make a difference. So I guess we don't do it then, right? His damage control takes up too much space. So that's what it was. That's what it is. Take off the damage control. We don't have space for that. Then we can use all these. We still have 6 power. 20 CPU units. So I don't think we're going to get that CPU thing right. It just doesn't do enough. It just doesn't do enough. These things are only going to be for certain missions. And these miners are only going to be for the mining missions. That's about it. So what else do we put on the bottom then, right? If we have these off, we're going to have a mod. But if we have those on, we're going to disable this thing. So it's going to be juggling between those things, right? Do we need guns on this ship? Or are drones going to be able to do enough damage? Maybe our drones will do enough. So what if we just leave it like this? We're going to have miners. Are we going to be able to carry enough Feldspar? Because we need to be able to carry enough Feldspar for that one mission. 140. Should we just be using the Algos? Should we just be using the Destroyer? Because let's just check, right? I know that it warps slower. Maybe it has more room to fit things, right? This thing. CPU 156, 42. 192. It's not too much more. we did put these things, right? Armor, this thing makes it warp a bit faster. So we did put some things. This thing just increased its damage a little bit, 170.7. So the problem with this is the movement speed, right? Max velocity, 458. If we take this thing, it make it move fast, right? 472. That's our only problem with it. We just don't like that. But it doesn't have a bunch of extra CPU, right? Don't ask me that again. Don't ask me that. Like, even with these guns disabled, we would need like 120. 120 to use both of the guns. Small armor repair, you take that off, right? This thing barely takes any CPU, though. If we took this thing, our connection's lost. Why do we keep getting a connection lost, right? This game keep losing connection all the time for some reason. I have no idea why it is. So we're back. So considering looking at the movement speed, 472 movement speed. This thing's so much quicker, right? Is it gonna hover over it or what? What's happening? The other one was 472. This one's 848. This one's like almost like twice as fast, right? Twice as fast. That's right, we have these disabled. How much does this thing take? I guess that thing takes up quite a bit. So it'll be something like this. Something like this, then we switch them out as we need them. We only need one miner at the moment, right? We need two. If we need two, then we can get it. I don't think we put anything in the mid slots, but I think we do put things up there. So we just bring the miners for the mining missions. Corporal. Could we use civilian miners? Could we use civilian miners if we... No, we couldn't. Let's took that off. Then we could, right? Civilian miners are just quicker. They require more CPU, but they're faster. Faster for completing the missions, too. So that's only for the mining missions. So let's consider that. These are for the mining missions. Let's throw this in the inventory, right? If we have a mining mission, I think we might even just be using like one of them or something. I don't even know if we should throw guns on this thing, right? Should we just not worry about guns? Maybe we should just use the Combat Destroyer for this, right? I don't know. I guess the Combat moves pretty slow. I guess this is gonna be enough. We got this, this thing. We don't have the micro warp drive, but I guess that's alright. So this will work. This will work. We just have to keep switching between them. So let's just try to find some weapons for him for when we're not doing the mining missions, right? So you throw those. Those are for doing the mining missions. And did we have some guns for it, right? We get the 125 or the 150, right? 150 railgun. I guess maybe the 150 railgun could fit, right? That would give us over 20-kilometer range. That would help for the combat missions. We just need to throw ammunition in it. Which would probably be iridium, right? Iridium charge S. Increase attack range to 22 kilometers. That's it, 22 kilometers. Well, 22 kilometers compared to antimatter, which is what, 13 kilometers. So we'll just do that. We'll just use iridium charges probably. Maybe bring iridium charges, maybe bring antimatter charges. We have those things set up. We have our weapons set up. And we have the data and relic. So we have to see if there's something we can throw in the bottom, right? If we have that activated, that'll take that. So with these activated, just like that, we can do everything except for the mining missions. That does give us room on the bottom, right? So maybe like that, we could fit a damage control. Maybe we could fit a 200mm plate. Yeah, we could just fit that, right? 0.7 power grid, CPU 7.6. So we could even do something like this then. Now we just need to get a ring to increase our control range. Our lock range is only 44 kilometers, control range 35. I guess we can drive to them, right? We can fly to the enemies if they're farther than 35 kilometers. We could try to get the Tech 2 one, right? But I think we're just going to leave the skills, right? So the skills, we're just going to leave at Spaceship Command, Galactic Battle Cruiser, just get the battleship unlocked. Just so the battleship's unlocked, once we get the Spaceship Command in the future, if we're trying to get the battleship for the other characters, we just have to train the battleship, that's it. So this skill, right? Requirements. Requires Spaceship Command 4. So this Spaceship Command 4, once we trade it, it pretty much unlocks the battleships for all of the factions. Same with this gunnery skill, right? Gunnery 5. This unlocks all of the large weapons for all the factions' battleships. So as long as we get these two, right? Spaceship Command 4, Gunnery 5. Then we could use the battleships and we could use the large turrets. So we just need to make sure we get these two skills done. So we'll put those up at the top. And then we're going to get like hull upgrades for some like Tech 2 defense modules, like damage control, multi-spectrum, kinetic. Maybe Tech 2 200mm plates, right? Then repair systems. We'll just get the medium armor repair 2 module pretty much. And then the afterburner skill actually unlocks the Tech 2 afterburners. 1 MN, 10 MN, 100 MN. So it unlocks all of them. So if we get that in a few days, we get that in a bit. So it looks like the ship's done. We just have to see if we can put some rigs on it, right? If we put our rigs on it, we might have to take some other stuff off. So something we wanted to do was increase the warp speed, right, up to 6. So if we get this small hyperspatial velocity, it doesn't take any CPU or anything, right? It just increases our warp speed. So when we're like warping between missions, or when we're warping between gates, or going with the acceleration gate, or anywhere where we're warping, it'll make us warp faster. Is it 20%? Yeah, it'll make us warp 20% faster. So if we threw 2 of them on, right, it would make us warp like almost 40% faster. It's down from 5 AU a second down to 7 AU a second, which is actually pretty important, right? Because if we look at our ships here, right, if you look at the Mirrodin that we were flying, right, simulate ship. Oh, wait a minute. So let's not simulate it. So let's just show information about it. The attributes. The reason why this thing moves so slow it's warping is because its ship warp speed is 3.5 AU, right? Same with this thing, the Vexor. Show information. This warp speed is 4 AU. And then we can see as we go to the destroyer, right? Show information warp speed is 4.5 AU. And then if we go to the frigate, ship warp speed is 5. Are they the same? Oh no, it's 4.5. Okay. So it seems to go 0.5 slower as you go up, right? So imagine if we go here, right? So let's just check this thing. This thing would be like 3.5. So this thing should be like a 3 AU, right? So that's it. We'll just check it from the beginning then. So the Corvette, 3 AU. So the Corvette's as slow as a battleship. So the Corvette's actually pretty slow then, if we're looking at that, right? When we're flying in between places. Whenever we're flying in between places, this thing moves as slow as a battleship. Some interesting fact, right? There you go here. That just starts at 5 AU. There it goes down to 4.5 AU. Then it goes down to 4 AU. Then it goes down to, what, 3.5. Then it goes to 3. And then does this thing go to like 2.5? 1.5. Alright. So that's kind of the reason we want to pick up the frigate. The frigate, just as we're warping in between places, we'll be able to warp places a lot faster. Plus the movement speed's a lot better, right? Movement speed, we can check. Moves max velocity 315 meters a sec. Show information 245 meters a sec. So they do slow down, right? This one's a 265. The catalyst is pretty quick. But this Vexor here, right? 195 meters a sec. That's pretty slow, I think. This Mirrodin is just 145 meters a sec. So I guess the travel time's a lot better. 315. This thing was what? 265? This one's not a whole lot slower. Catalyst is not too much slower. But I think the problem with the Catalyst is that it just had a one slot over here. That's it. Algos does have extra slots? We'll just stick with this thing though, right? So we get at least one of these things, this optimizer, Increases our warp speed even further when we're warping in between missions. Might even get like 2 of them if we can't find anything else to get, right? So everything else, maybe we just get the drone control range, right? Small drone rigs. This way we can send them to attack from 50 kilometers away, right? This one. So it's gonna take more CPU actually. It's gonna take more CPU, but we can attack them for 35 kilometers, for 50 kilometers away. I don't think that would matter too much, right? The reason we're picking this frigate is it can fly faster, right? So should that be the only thing we get? Do we get 3 of them? Or would there be a different thing? We get inertial. That's what these are. These are pretty much like inertial stabilizers. That's right. Those are like inertial stabilizers. These would increase it even further. Movement speed. Maybe we get 2 of those spatial things. This increases movement speed, acceleration, and align time. So that does that. That does that. So these do the same thing. What's the difference? Oh, one just focuses on line time. One does both of them. So let's just check, right? These nozzle joints, attributes, inertia modifier, 11.7. And this one, inertia modifier, 9.10, but it gives more velocity. I think you might want to get that one, right? What's the warp core stabilizer? That probably just makes it so you can't be warp scrambled, right? Warp capacitor need bonus. Oh, it lowers the warp capacitor need. I don't think we've ever had a use for that, right? So you have some options here. We can do this to make our warp faster, or we can do this to make us turn and align faster, and accelerate faster, and increase our top speed a little bit, which this thing does, right? That thing already does it. 7.7 seconds, 6.24 seconds, 5.75. So think about that. Maybe we just get this one, right? 5.6, 5.75, increase our movement speed a little bit. Small polycarbon engine housing. Is there like a Tech 2 version of this, maybe? Right? I don't know if we're going to be able to wear the Tech 2 version, right? Requirements. Yeah, there's no requirements for it. It just gives better stats, right? Just cost a little bit more, but it would increase our movement speed. So it literally requires a 0 to equip it. It doesn't require anything to equip it. So I think we have to buy these, right? View market details. We buy 2 of these things. So this is just going to help warping in between places. If we get 2 of them, we can stack them. I think this is the only way to like get this on your ship, isn't it? There is like a lower module, but it's really expensive. So we equip those. Now our warp speed has gone up from 5 up to 7. So that's like almost 50% faster. Now we're going to warp between places almost 50% faster. So let's take this thing off, right? So our movement speed, what, 390? We'll say, look at this, right? Line time, 4.39 seconds. 4.39 seconds. Throw this on. 4.25 seconds. Plus our movement speed went up. So is this increase our line time or something? Why did our line time go from 6? Oh, it's because this thing's activated. If your afterburner is activated, you warp out slower. That's right. So it was so high just because we were simulating it. It was activated that. So that's not actually what our warp time is going to be if we don't have the activator burner activated. Okay. So we got to compare it with that then, right? So we just have to disable this. It's not actually that high. It's not actually at 7.17. So it's at 5.04. We add this, goes to 4.25, and then we add this 3.97, 3.82. Here's what this moves me, 3.91. 3.91. So I guess less than 4 seconds, right? So it increases movement speed and turning rate, just like this thing does. I'm not sure. Maybe we do need the armor. I don't know. So we'll get this then. Small polycarbon engine housing. Small polycarbon engine housing. view market details. So another reason is all these modules actually seem pretty cheap, right? So we exit simulation, we know what we're throwing on here. We're throwing this. This is going to help us align, add turn, add accelerate faster, right? Add warp, add we can warp. So there we go. I think that ship's done, right? We have everything to go start career agent missions. All we're going to have to do is just switch stuff in the top slots. It just tells us to do something. Then switch stuff in these slots. It just tells us to do something. But overall, this should be a good ship, right? Most of our damage comes from drones, right? 79.6 damage from the drones. And these lasers, they just add barely anything, right? 79.6 if we're firing. It doesn't even add 20 DPS. It's like 18 DPS. So our guns barely do anything then, but I guess they do, right? So our drones should absolutely destroy everything that comes in our way then. We won't even need guns equipped, but they do help. So we'll do that. We'll have to do industry, right? We're going to be coming on tomorrow again, probably. So let's check our jobs before we log off. I don't think we have to change anything. So we did that. Skilling spree. Should we even do that? Or should we just head off, right? We'll probably just head off. So we'll come back tomorrow. We got our ship fit here, right? So from tomorrow we can figure everything out. We got our career agent ship set up. So this ship should be really good for doing career agent missions just because of the super sick warp speed and the align time and the movement speed quicker than usual, right? 862, we can go pretty quick, and we still have some pretty good defense with the 200mm plates and the damage control on here and the Tech 2 nanofiber structure. And we got the probe launchers to finish the exploration missions, and we got the miners to do the mining missions, right? And we got lots of ammunition here, and we just need to go complete them. We got the data analyzer, which would speed up the exploration missions, because instead of clicking on the thing twice to complete it, you just have to click on it once. So these things speed that up a lot. I wonder if we should even get like a salvager, right? He's going to tell us to get a civilian salvager. But if we have a actual salvager, maybe it would be better than that. So we can even use this salvager that we got, Salvager 1, to complete the salvaging mission. So let's do that. Let's just go to the career agent place, right? Career agent. This way when we get up tomorrow, agent submissions, agent finder, career agents. Then we just have to find some that are nearby, right? Career agents. So I think we're looking for like any level. We're looking for any corp, Calderi State. So there's 3 sets we can do here. School of Plant Knowledge 4 jumps away, right? Set destination over there. And we can just go do that. Undock, warp over there. And then we can start doing those. So it's super sick. This is just easy low-level content. Easy low-level content if you don't want to fly the big ship while you're waiting for your stuff to trade. If you just want to get something done, that's only one time per character, right? Is that gonna get attacked or healed or something? Oh no, look how quick this ship warps though, right? We're already warping out here. Compared to the Mirrodin, right? The Mirrodin battle cruiser, we'd sit there and say we're warping. It'd literally take like 15 seconds to warp out. It would take like 15 seconds to do that. So it's gonna be 4 jumps away, right? We're gonna be able to do the skilling spree while we're doing it. Yeah, see, so just for an example, that increased out warp speed, now we're warping 7 AU. So it's right here, as we're warping towards this place, right? We're pretty much here instantly, right? So much quicker than the other ships, I think. So it'd be like twice as quick as the battle cruiser we were just flying, if that's like 3.5? Is it 3.5 or is it 3.0? I think the battleship is 3.0, that's right. Because we were talking about the Corvette. The Corvette warps as slow as a battleship. That's what we found out. So I think we're going to leave him here, dock up. Look how quick he aligned and turned, and look how quick he's going. It's already there, right? We're already at the station. Already at the station. It's gonna be like this too, right? When we undock from the station, when we click warp to location, that's gonna be quicker. Every time we warp to location, that has been sped up. That's been sped up. So now we're here. There's gonna be a new set of career agents to complete, right? So we have this thing. I don't think there's anything there. Let's just log off, check the other characters. We're gonna be doing that tomorrow, right? We're gonna be on him tomorrow. But I think we should go to our all characters, check like the skilling spree, check to see if we can do that. Just get that done before we go. We don't have to do Project Discovery because there's not really too many more rewards for it. But I wonder if we should kill 10 NPCs, get 25,000 skill points. So I wonder if we should just go to the career agent's place and then fly back here. Eventually we'd have to get the scientific networking skill, right? So she's gonna be alright. We can go here. I don't think we could set up the same ship, but this ship should be good too, right? This Cabaret. This thing has a 27-kilometer fire range. It just moves a little bit slower at 512. It has 2 extra slots for doing the career missions. Add some extra slots here. So maybe we'll just do that. So what's in this ship's inventory? We just have some ammo here. So we'll do that. So all you have to do with this character is do the same thing then. Career agents. 5 jumps away. Set destination. And just get this character over there too. And then when we come back, we're going to have to either get that scientific networking skill. We're going to have to try to get that scientific networking skill as soon as we can. Right? That means we need a laboratory operation 4. But the skilling spree, right? It said kill 10 NPCs, get 25,000 skill points. So we actually got a good skilling spree today, right? We actually got a good one. Kill 10 NPCs, get 25,000 points. Should it be going to career agents? I don't even know. Maybe we're canceling that. I don't think we're going to do career agents. I think we're just going to do the security agents, right? We can do career agents on them later. We don't want to have to dock up and everything. So we can cancel this. Cancel the warp. Cancel the warp. Where's that station we're at? Go here. Try to find security level 1 agents. Cause that works. This slowly raises everything with them. Let's dock over here. So there's somebody for Caldari Navy. We could just run a security level 1 mission, right? Caldari Navy. Security level 1. I guess under all characters, we might just keep them in perimeter. If we keep them in perimeter, then we don't have to keep flying back here every time to update their industry drops. That makes sense. So I guess on this character, we have to kill 10 NPCs, so we could probably run a couple level 1 security missions, get that done. So let's wait till we dock up at the station, right? Dock up here, there's 2 level 1 security agents. Yeah, 2 level 1 security agents. So we can even go here, see if we have to decline any from her or not, right? See if decline, there's a second quest of the quest chain. We don't have to decline this one. Break their well, find, locate agent, gives you attack and destroy it. So this one, defeat our miner from the pirate. So it's just going to say destroy 1 enemy, right? This mission, you must find and destroy a structure in space. The repair station will not appear unless you have a large collapsible structure over you. Make sure that your settings are correctly configured. So you have to actually destroy a structure. But I think maybe there'd be enemies here. So if we just undock, accept this one. We accepted the mission. Maybe we'll just accept this one too, right? We can accept both of them. We can accept both these level 1 security missions. Go out, try to complete them. So what's this level 2 security mission? Was it a hard one? 87,000. We're not sure. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do these 2 security missions, right? Get our 25,000 skill points on this character. See if it helps trade towards scientific networking. If we get scientific networking, then maybe we'll move them to the career agent's place. So might as well just get it done on these characters eventually, I think. If it's 1 time per character, right? Get it all done. Scientific networking, we could just update our science jobs without having to fly back here. So that sounds like a good plan. Yeah, it's just right here. They try to help you out, right? They're like, we can't find the thing. But in the mission objective, you need to destroy the repair thing. Left click on it, or right click on it. Add climbable structure, and it's right here, right? So I have to do is fly this station. Maybe some enemies will fly out. Maybe we have to destroy the enemies. So let's see what happens when we get closer, right? We can't shoot it until we get within 27 kilometers. Yeah, as soon as we attack the station, these guys came out, right? So if we can manage to destroy some of these guys, we'll be able to get some extra points towards this thing, right? Because our main goal is just to kill 10 NPCs. That's just the main goal, to kill the 10 NPCs while also maybe gaining some standings. Also maybe gaining some status with Caldera Navy. So we completed this mission, right? But if we can manage to kill a couple of them, we'll work towards getting 25,000 skill points. So that's super quick. The other mission, it's just going to be one enemy, right? Just going to be like, protect the miner from the enemy, but you can't reach him in time. So there's just going to be one enemy in the second mission. So we already know that about it. Yeah, just fly around as long as we're within 27 kilometers, then we can start attacking them. Take them out. We don't have to kill all of them, right? If we get our skilling spree here, we can just leave. We can just leave or something. So figure out. Oh, we'll probably get it all here. We'll come back when we're turning in the missions, maybe. So we just gotta kill 2 more enemies, right? So if we go to our training queue, there's nothing here. Once we kill these 2 enemies, then let's say we have 25,000 skill points to spend. We just have to kill these 2. That's it. That's it. So we didn't even need to accept the second mission, but it's worth doing it, right? There's 25,000 unallocated skill points. So whatever we wanted to spend it towards, we could spend it to speed up trading. So 25,000 skill points, that's a good reward, right? So we just go over here now, go complete the second mission. Go complete the second one. He just gets helps to destroy 1 enemy. That was a lot quicker. Then we're all done on this character for the day. Yeah, this mission's funny too, right? It's like, you stupid miner, why don't you learn to fly a real ship? Just like the real players, right? They go search the mining belts for people mining an adventure ship. They're like, you stupid miner, why don't you go fly a real ship? And then they blow up your adventure ship, right? So we haven't ever actually had any of our adventure ships blown up. I never had a adventure ship blown up. But apparently it does happen, right? This guy's over here. Something we found out is we came here with a ship that had far enough attack range to attack immediately. And it doesn't matter. Even if you destroy this guy, if you destroy him right now before he does anything, this miner ship still blows up. The miner still blows up. So I guess all we have to do is just fly towards him, right? Fly to him. Once we get 27, we can shoot him. And then that's it. Wonder if it maybe triggers like as soon as we attack him or blow him up or something. Because I'm sure the industrial ship was supposed to have blown up by now. Sure, it was supposed to have blown up by now, but it hasn't. So we're not doing too much out to it, right? There goes the miner ship, right? The miner ship blows up. So there's actually no way to save the miner ship. So we just hit destination, go back home, we did our skill points, we did everything we did, reload everything, then to the next character. Alright, so we can just complete these, right? So all it's going to do is just give us a little bit of a standing over time for Caldera Navy. We have 0.07, that's it. It's because we don't have any social skills trained up, right? So we just complete this mission, complete this one, and it gives us a little bit of ISK loyalty points for this character, I guess. So let's just check to see if we don't have to decline a mission or something. No. So if he's going to tell us to go against like Glante, we have to decline the mission from him. So might as well check in to do it now, right? So we did that. It's something we're going to mention too about these scaling points, these points we get. Start to 0.12, these scaling spree points. So now, considering that our character is remapped to int and memory, I think we have the implants too, right? Attributes, perception, remap. It would show what implants we have. So you have the +3 to memory plat. We have the +3 to intelligence implant. And just the perception charisma that we got from completing the career agent missions, right? So we remapped to intelligence and memory. So those are our main attributes. So something that we should do at this point is when we're trading our skills, we save these unallocated skill points. Then we just manually trade anything that's int and memory on this character. And then if we want to trade something for them, like if we want to get them into a cruiser ship or something, if we want to get them up to a Caldari cruiser, then we just have to throw this up here, maybe trade it, and then we get the Caldari cruiser skill book, throw it on there, maybe trade some missile skill. So basically the concept is our characters are remapped to intelligence and memory, so we'd trade every single skill tree faster except for spaceship command, gunnery, and missiles. These three skills would trade slower on our characters. Well, compared to the other ones, right? These skills would trade the fastest if we were to trade them. These ones would trade slower. So something we want to do is these unallocated skill points. Preferably, we'd want to spend them on these skills and manually trade into memory. This way we just get the most value out of it, right? These skills, they would take longer to trade, but if we could trade them instantly, it doesn't matter if they take longer to trade. And these 8 skills, they trade so quick now because we did that. Might as well just trade them manually. So that's what we're going to do. Manually trade int memory skills and spend skill points for perception and willpower skills. So this way we could make this character like a laboratory alt, so he could do his laboratory alt stuff, as well as he could do some spaceship command stuff. So if we had like a Caldari cruiser, we could go do like level 2 missions or something. So this is like later if our main character, if our main character's like out somewhere, if we go into like a 0-0 security space, or we get lost in a wormhole or something, and we don't want to travel back, but we'd like to just do some level 2 security missions or something to take a break, we could do that. We just log onto our alt character. Maybe he could fly his own cruiser, or eventually his own battle cruiser. And then we have one character to do some stuff at high sec here, and then our other character, he's lost in a wormhole somewhere. Lost in a wormhole somewhere. Or out in like an all sec. Basically, these 3 characters, we could have them logged into 3 different areas of space, right? So if we send one of them out to explore some place, some far place, especially for our implants, right? If we were to send these characters to explore, we don't risk our implants as much. So this one's just going to kill us to kill one NPC, right? So we just have to kill one NPC, that's it. Kill one NPC, fair play. Steal 10 Barnet from the pirate's jet can. So it looks like this one might just be a kill one thing, right? We got our ship fit. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to go do that. We have this thing. We have our ammunition in here, right? Yeah, everything's set up exactly the same. So that's what we do. We set up these characters exactly the same. So it's extremely easy to just go through them. It's really easy to just go through them and do what you need to do, right? Except this mission. Go complete this security mission. Get these skillings free. Check industry over here. So we're going to have to check industry when we log on tomorrow. Maybe if something's not done. Well, that's about it. We did all that stuff. We'll just complete this mission here. Come back. Maybe we'll go to our main character and then end that. There's not even any project discovery to do here, right? Normally we'd be doing a project discovery, but at this point in the game, there isn't really any reason to do project discovery, right? You're just sitting here doing this. You get like 60,000 every time you do it. Maybe you get like 1.2 million or 1.5 million in cash, but we just get that from bounties from killing the people at the quest rewards. So basically, once we get to level 3 security missions, project discovery has outserved its purpose. But it does help, right? In the beginning, especially in the beginning, if you're doing project discovery from day 1, gives you lots of money for starting characters. That's the main thing about it. Project discovery, it's an amazing thing for brand new accounts, so you can just get your starting money for your characters. Go buy all the skill books that you want. Go buy the skill books on them with their own money that they earned. And you get those crates, right, on your all characters. You can do project discovery on these characters to get up to 10 crates to get 10 ship skins. right? So these are new ship skins. Eventually, they run out of their purpose. Eventually, Project Discovery runs out of its purpose. So we just have to go loot this thing then, right? Go here, kill 3 enemies, loot this, get 2,500 points, and then it's back to the main account. Right? These lasers, 27 kilometers is a super sick range to just attack people from. Even this Combat is a good career agent ship. Even this Combat's a good career agent ship. If you don't have your drone skills up, right? The only reason it's so good at our main character is because we have our drone skills up. And the Tristan can actually use all 5 drones, which just makes it so overpowered for a frigate. Just loot all these things, go drop it off, set destination, go back. If that was it. We don't even loot things, right? Or we could loot them, right? If we're not warping yet. We could loot them. I mean, they're literally right here, right? There's another 1,600. Here's another 1,970. So he's got like 4,000 for just looting these things, right? Which seems like pennies now, considering our main character just gets like 600,000. 600,000 in one loot. That's so sick. Level 3 security missions is where the money's at. Level 3 security missions, there's so much money in them. There we go. So that was it. Complete mission. We already checked these things, right? We always just check them multiple times for some reason. So that's done. We got 2,500 skilling points. And then let's just go to the main character, right? So we have all this done. Alts are done for the day. We don't have to lock on to them unless we want to check industry when we wake up. Here we have him set up. He's at the career agent place. So tomorrow we can take a break from flying the big battle cruiser. We can take a break from flying the cruiser. We could just fly this frigate for a bit. And we could just do career agent missions. So something that we did get was this 25,000 skill points. So we can decide if you want to spend the skill points on this character or if you want to spend it on an alt character. But I guess at this point we should just spend it on the main character, right? We got 25,000 skill points. They give you this for logging in today. So we can redeem it. It gets redeemed. This is the main character, right? Alright. So now we got 25,000 skill points. And because this character's remapped to int and memory, we might actually want to spend these skill points on leveling these up, right? Spaceship Command. This is a Perception Willpower. Gunnery. This is a Perception Willpower skill. Same with a Battle Cruiser. Perception Willpower. Battleship, Perception Willpower. Medium Hybrid Turret. Perception Willpower. Large Hybrid Turret. Medium Perception Willpower. And then these ones are Intelligence and Memory, right? Hull Upgrades is int memory. Repair Systems int memory. Mechanics is int memory. And Afterburners in Perception. So it's not quite that. It's not quite in memory. So what we can do, spend these 25,000 skill points, spend them towards this Percept int skill, right? Spaceship Command 4. Spend that, save 12 hours. So spending our skill points on these skills would give us the most value for the skill points. So we get Spaceship Command trade mostly out of the way, right? So that gets that. Spaceship Command's almost done. And we usually just like to leave the log skills up at top for when we go to sleep. Then we wake up. Then the skill is actually almost trade tomorrow. That way you're not just sitting there looking at a skill that's going to take like 22 hours to trade or 14 hours to just trade all day. You just go, throw it at the top, come wake up, and then this thing should be like around like 4 or 5 hours left to trade. That's it. So we can just leave that up there. Spend our skill points to get Spaceship Command basically trade so we can actually fly the battleship as soon as we learn the battle cruiser skill. And we'll just leave that up there like you said. This medium hybrid turret, maybe that's up here, right? We'll just drag this up here just because it takes the longest to trade. And then eventually it'll just be the skills that don't take too long to trade. And then we just have those to deal with, that's it. And then we're finally up to the int and memory skills. So there we go. We did that to speed that up. We could kill one NPC, right? Kill one NPC, get 2,500 points. Spend the 2,500 points towards these skills here. Speed them up. And that'll be that. Well, so we saved like 12 hours of trading time just by logging in, right? The 25,000 skill points. So I think that's it for this one. We got everything set up. Now, I think we're gonna log off for today, right? Come back on tomorrow, and then it's just doing career agents all day tomorrow, maybe. That'll just give us time to train our skills, and when we go back to security level 3 missions, maybe our ship will be better. Maybe our ship will be better. It's actually not difficult or not too hard, but we would like our ship to be more efficient in doing them. We'd like it to be more efficient in doing those missions.